back. Hi, Klimp Chip. Yes, I am. Unfortunately, there is no official. There used to be an official Homestuck category on Twitch to choose from, but they. I don't know why they got rid of it. Like, people were using it. It wasn't just me that was using it, there were other people using it. So, yeah, it's very frustrating. I would like it to come back if possible. So, yeah. I was just listening to the Living Tombstone Murder Drones. What do you call it? What do you call it? The Living Murder Drones music video. And apparently, I don't think I've seen this dance party video. Oh yeah, no, I haven't, because it would say that I've seen it. I might watch that another time, but what I want to check out today is this special. This seems to be like the on. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's supposed to be canon, but it's possible that this might be an actual official continuation of Murder Drones, but just like as a once off. Or it could also be a prequel. It's yeah, actually now I'm looking at the thumbnail, it looks more like it's a prequel before the events of the story. So that's probably what this is. So yeah, I'm very curious about it. I'm currently working on a video essay, or at least an essay about Murder Drones, because it's my favorite thing Glitch has made. So yeah. Also, I found this post from it's like a blog post by Giovanni. Well, they go by the blog. The blog is called GeoCities, and yeah, it's a whole blog post about about murder drones, and specifically what I was reading about it was the part about how the techno magic works, and because I was thinking like I should probably talk about how the techno magic works in Murder Drones, but it's so complicated, and I'm just like, you know what? Never mind. Just go read this blog post. That's they do a better job than what I could have. It doesn't need to be explained by me. So yeah. All right, let's watch this. Sorry, just gotta turn the volume down a bit. Also, I just need to get my chat up so I can have a look. Okay, let's go. Hopefully this is good.
Hi, I'm Serial.
I'm glad people are discovering Murder Drones after it's been completed, after the success of the Amazing Digital Circus. So I'll have to check out this video. I'll have to check it out later for yeah, once I'm done with my video, I'm going to watch a whole bunch of Murder Drones videos, because I purposely have been avoiding them just because I want to finish my own video first. So
Designation J10X111001.
So let me just put the quality up a bit more. Yeah, that's...
What is a team? A team is like a family. If the family had one clearly superior member. And my team maintains industry-leading metrics quarter after quarter. How do I do it? Well, that answer falls on one simple question. How was I born? I had but simple thoughts when I first came online. Goo goo gaga, me hungry. What strategies can we implement to leverage scalable impact?
They're little
Stuff
eggs.
like that.
Hey, Jay, totally fine, but hypothetically, if a random tummy were hurting, where might that tummy's owner find the tummy gummies? Copy that. I will just take the pain.
Oh,
V, what does a standard workday look like for my team?
Tearing open skulls and slurping what's inside like a juice box.
Employee of the month, right here. Then, after a 30-minute lunch break, we transform the collected remains into these gorgeous vertical deliverables. V gets weirdly happy about these. The worker drone's hideout. Major blocker in our pipeline right now. The bottleneck? Those doors.
so far this just feels like a like we're just getting like her what's the word, I guess they say MO, but like she's like basically saying, here's my character profile, this is what I'm like. And it's like, okay, but what's your story? There are interesting things about Jay, but they don't really, I don't know, like I wish they would get into it.
Our goal for the sync is to identify a point of entry, and by doing so, possibly receive the highest honor of a one-of-a-kind JC branded pen. Any ideas?
Oh! Santa! He's a master at getting into houses. We should ask him. Now,
What are you, 5? Santa's busy.
I was just thinking, because okay, so how do I say this? Okay, so I guess the impression I'm getting is that I guess I feel a little bit jealous of the fact that the Amazing Digital Circus had like these big emotional moments in its final episode, particularly that I liked. But there isn't anything like Murder Drones has a lot of awesome moments, but it didn't quite have the same emotional payoffs that the Amazing Digital Circus had. And I do think the Amazing Digital Circus has more writing problems, like throughout its series in comparison to the last 2 shows that they did. But
And terrible.
yeah, they did manage to have like a big emotional payoff in its final episode, and I do wish that they would. I'm not getting the impression so far that because I don't think the series, because like I'm able to pick up about certain things about Jay from the series, but it didn't really do a lot to capitalize on what was being implied about Jay, and I was kind of hoping that this special would get into that, and I'm not getting the impression that they are gonna go there. But we're only 2 minutes in, so let's keep
horrendous
watching.
idea. Couldn't agree more.
Okay, what if we pretend we left the planet? Launch the pod into orbit, wait for the workers to think we're gone, and then... We've just gotta fix the pod and...
No! We might, break a crucial thing. And then what? No way home. Meeting adjourned due to gas.
Actually, this part is interesting.
Finally, we tuck ourselves in and recharge for tomorrow's exciting milestones. Good. They're all flying. Come on.
It's kind of interesting, like she's like saying, no, we can't leave the planet with the thing, but then at the end of the series, the last time you see her, she actually is repairing that pod and is trying to escape the planet because nobody likes her and she doesn't want to be friends with anybody, and it's really sad.
Step inside my corner office. Here's the foreboding bat news phone and my company-issued stress ball. But that's that's not what we're here for. When you operate at my level of professionalism, maintain.
It's very sad because she's really clinging to this like CEO fantasy that she wants to have. She really wants to be like that's her coping mechanism, in my opinion. But I really want this special to get into like, the tragedy of that. But because I feel like it's just, it's all, it's kind of, her story has sort of been like avoidant of going there, but it's always been implied.
Maintaining work-life balance becomes a necessity. Otherwise, all that carefully contained emotion leaks out in ways that are, check it out! Zero productivity!
Oh.
Got an action item for ya!
Ah.
To synergy! We so don't work for JC Jensen. I just tell them that.
Okay, so we just saw like so this special so far has shown us a completely different side to her, which is interesting. She's getting a phone call now. I'm hoping that this leads to something more interesting. The tone has become a bit more serious now.
Hey, boss.
Jay, my favorite little helper. Bright smile. Please provide the deeds.
We're exceeding all benchmarks. Quotas are up, bodies are stacked. We're shipshape. Want me to schedule a follow-up?
How about in person? It
Okay.
has been some time, Jay, and I am eager to see your professional smile.
Okay.
Anxiety detected. Do not be afraid, Jay. You're lined with the correct side. It was the only rational calculation. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Sorry, let me just.
Anxiety detected. Do not be afraid.
Do they have. Let's see. Okay, so we've just got the English auto generation and. Okay, well, alright, I'll just live with that then.
Jay, you're lined with the correct side.
Okay.
It was the only rational calculation. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Please get into the fact that she. Please, like, get into the fact that she is, like, upset about Tessa. Like, please, like, I want it. That's what I want. I sort of want a bit more detail about how she feels about the fact that this absolute solver character is also Tessa at the same time. I sort of want to get into like that particular motivation.
Yes, V. What is it?
You get weirdly happy about these.
Oh, that's...
If I recall correctly, Tessa Elliott I think it was Tessa. Was it? I'm trying to remember. Was Tessa Elliott the heir to JC and Jensen? Is that what was going on? Let me look this up. Though that probably doesn't make any sense because they're called JC and Jensen. Hmm. Okay, well, I guess they're just pretending to. Okay, wait. Let me look this up. Let me look this up. Never mind.
Yeah. Resource positive scavenging. Great work.
Anytime, boss.
Thanks to me, you now understand what it takes to build a high-performing team. The next question is, well, what's next? Every team will face a moment when they have to choose which path will carry them forward. That choice is never easy. But what matters is that they remain united. And as a leader,
Come on, boss!
it falls on you to make sure that happens.
Okay, full on prequel lining up with the series. Okay.
Come on, Jay, you've done hundreds of these. JC Jensen is proud.
Okay, so I basically got nothing out of that. I feel like that just basically said a whole bunch of nothing, and like it could have been interesting. There was an opportunity to do something interesting with Jay's character that they weren't able to do in the main series. But maybe I don't know like what the rules are in terms of like maybe they can't do it unless like maybe they're not able to do certain things with the canon unless it has Liam Vickers' approval. Though wouldn't he have been involved with this? He would have been. I assume he would have been involved with this. See, where are the credits? Let's find out. Okay, written and directed. Okay, so it doesn't look like. Yeah, I guess it doesn't look like Liam Vickers was involved. Yeah, this has nothing to do with Liam Vickers. But yeah, I think they could have done. Yeah, it feels like they may as well have not have bothered. Ugh. Oh well. This is a cool song. That's a good song. Yeah, that was disappointing. But that's okay. Man, you just I don't think my expectations were too high. I didn't have high expectations, but you know, I wish they could have done something interesting there. let's keep reading Homestuck. I'll probably just read for about an hour, then I can get some lunch and play Baldur's Gate 3 with my friend afterwards. Okay, Dave, retrieve shades. Step off. You decide he can keep the sword, though, Dave, answer Rose. Okay, tentacle therapist. Began pestering, turned tech god. Look at all that grist. Hi there. Knack, knack, knack. Don't mind me, I'm just waiting for that guy on the pile of sharp objects to wake up. The glasses are talking again. Knack, 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 knack. If you don't stop knacking, I will turn you into a thorn bush. Hey, what just happened? You fell asleep. Orange Bird Dave killed some monsters and flew away. Jade fired a bullet at an imp and vanished. Oh, she vanished? And you woke up. Oh, yeah, so she's here then. Yes, it's. Is she okay? What was going on there? Yes, she's fine. I guess I should catch up with her. You already are. I am? Future you is? Oh, okay. Travel's involved. That's all you needed to say. Everything's cool and under control then. How was the nap? Weird. And kind of boring. I was in your dream room for a while spying on you, being all creepy and dream duplicitous and shit. It's okay. I was being similarly wake duplicitous. They let's see, what's with your book collection or dream book collection? All your books are bizarre and terrible. No, my books are great. I can recommend some good titles for the next time you're asleep. Nah. But yeah, I understand defending your collection, I guess, if you were in my dream room and talking shit about my awesome dream portraits of Dream Stiller and Dream Snoop or whatever. Uh we'd have to have a fucking talk. We'd have to have a fucking talk. Uh, did you do anything on the moon besides rifle through my belongings, such as remove your shades and turn your gaze ringwood by any chance? Oh, yeah, I did. What did you see? Horrible things? Horrible, terrible? Yeah. It was like peering through the dark portal of an eldritch red lobster and uh, scoping out its all you can eat seafood buffet, and when I saw them, their voices became clearer. What were they saying? I couldn't really focus on anything specific, but in totality, I'm pretty sure it was like a plea for help. This feels serious, but I feel like this is also mucking around. It's always hard to tell when they're being serious and mucking around, because most of the time it's just reading, mucking around dialogue. Did the stream just okay? I think there's a bit of a delay between with the YouTube stream. Just gonna switch to the Twitch stream for a moment. Okay. That's good. Look at that. That's a really cool shot, actually. That's good. No, it was disturbing, so I slapped my shades back on, went and perved up some sleeping girl's room to take my mind off of it. It seems they're reaching out to you. Oh god, why would I want that? I'm not about to get molested by calamari with fucking teeth. Use your powers and, like, stroke a mummy's paw or some horse shit and open a dark channel. Tell them to keep their lecherous flagella to themselves. Where are we? You're going to have to help them, even if you don't like them. They're being massacred. Presently, already, and still to come. What's that mean? It means time doesn't work rationally out there, nor does space. But that doesn't change the reality of the threat. Who cares if they're getting killed? They're hideous and obnoxious. Dave! You're underestimating the nature of the threat. At this point, the threat isn't to our session or any given universe. It's to the perpetuation of reality itself. You wouldn't be saving them per se, you'd be saving everything. Okay, cool. Ah, I love this picture. Yes, this is so good. Got to keep up the screenshotting every now and then when it looks particularly pretty. They've revealed some of their secrets to me already and given me a few errands to run. This is why you might have observed some unusual behavior from me. Oh shit, you're kidding. No, oh, no, really. Are you serious? I didn't even notice. Fuck. Mind equals blown. Okay. Well, sorry. Once these she's going to be talking for a bit. And my screen just blacked out and now it's back on again. Once these convulsions of explosive laughter subside and finish rocking my very foundation, I might point out that you haven't really been as astute as you're implying. You've deliberately fogged your vision your entire life with ironic eyewear while awake and while asleep. That sort of reminds me of Kakashi from Naruto, where there's a whole episode about this, but like basically throughout the whole series, Kakashi never removes his mask. And then there's a whole episode. It's not actually canon. It's like a forgot what kind of episode it's called, but it's one of my favorite episodes where the whole episode is just Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura trying to find out what's underneath his mask, and they and then and they're like, and then eventually Kakashi, they just give up and they decide to just ask him, well, what's under your mask? And he says, I was like, okay, sure, I'll show you what's under this mask. And then it's like, underneath this mask is, underneath that mask is, and then he takes his mask off and he says, it's another mask. Pretty cool, right? But that's right, that he was eating at one point. They'd never seen him eat before, and something stopped them from. Oh, sorry, I just remembered my. But the implication was that he was very handsome. So I just gotta put my my shield up on my mobile game. Sorry, just give me a second. I'll be back in a moment. Oh, hi there. Jasmine's here. Yay. Let me just get the chat up. I remember the episode of them trying to see under HA. Who's HA? HA. Okay. And how are you today, Jasmine? Hope you're okay. I assume it's still summer over there and that everyone's having fun. Now, where was I? Ironic eyewear. Though perfectly alert, you've chosen to ignore your surroundings. But now that you've seen them, you have a choice to make. I think if Dave if he grew up and he was a ninja, he'd probably turn out to be like Kakashi. Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. All right. That was a good episode. That's an episode I would definitely go back to rewatch just because the punchline was so funny. The build up to it was quite good. Oh, that's right. It was that type of episode. It's called an omake episode, which is when it's kind of like a silly episode, but it feels canon anyway. It might be canon, like but that's the best example of an omake episode that I've seen because it feels like I almost wish there were more episodes like that throughout Naruto because also kind of works because it's an episode where the characters are working together to do something that's not like super serious. And I wish there were more moments like that with Naruto and Sasuke doing silly stuff like that, you know. Okay, now where was I? Okay. They will only tell me so much. They they would like an audience with the Prince of the Moon as well. We are like the emissaries to what lies beyond this small bubble in their unfathomable dark foam. Dust skirts its edge, and during the lunar eclipse, we graze it. And that's when their intent for us becomes clear. I'm doing my part, but they have a mission for you as well. What am I supposed to do? Listen to them. My understanding is they will teach you how to navigate the unnavigable. The result should be a map. Like a treasure map? No, something a little more astronomical. Like a star chart with no stars. Hence the challenge. Why? To plot, of course, through the furthest ring. A plot a course to what? Oh no, it looks like a Jack planet or something. The power source of the Thirst Guardians. Oh, right, the green sun. Okay. Wait, sorry, I mean the green sun. My bad. Yes, that's much better. What's the deal with this thing? I mean, aside from giving Jade's dog his devil powers, and by extension, I guess Jack, what's the deal with it? Sorry. That was supposed to be Rose. What's the deal with it? Yeah, I don't know that there is a deal with it beyond the deal you just described. It is what it sounds like, a huge sun out in the literal middle of nowhere, and it is bright green. It is simply the green sun. How big? I need a sense of scale here. Is it like the size of our sun or bigger? Or is it only as big as like a planet fucking as or is it only as big as like planet fucking Jupiter? It is nearly twice the mass of our universe. Oh my god. Okay, that's pretty fucking big. See how important that contextualization was now? I know how fucking impressed I should be. I mean, Hopi shit, that's huge. Happy I could help. So, okay, I make a map to do this thing with the help of a million rambunctious gross tentacle mutants, and then I guess we go there for some reason. Yes. Why do we need a map? Can't they just tell us what direction it's in? Point a spaceship that way, blast off to adventure? No. The geometry of the furthest ring is too complex. Remember, its space time is labyrinthine. Okay. In fact, it's not really accurate to call it a space time at all, since it is outside the domain of any created universe, where those properties have become instantiated, and stabilized. I can kind of get that time is I can kind of get that time is messed up there with like loops and causality paradoxes and shit like that being the night of time here. Not really sure why navigating the space would be a problem though. Space isn't my thing, remember? What is it like? Full of wormholes or something? It depends. The greater the distance you travel through it, the less reliably time flows. The more time you spend in it, the less reliably space behaves. Time and space aren't as significant as you might think. I thought you weren't supposed to know shit about either, seeing as you're the seer, whatever that means. I think it means I'm supposed to know shit about the big picture, which includes tidbits like that. But the insides of my shoes stay free from the grit of the minutiae. Fair enough. So I take my map and fly to this thing. No, I do. Okay, you fly to it, then what? That depends on if John is successful. Here we go. Lol, Jupiter. Oh, we're getting into that plan. That plan? That plan. What plan? I need to find the page because it's a reference to, well, two times when Dave's gone about the size of the universe. Okay, sorry, just um don't know what that's referring to. Let's see. Look at these. Let's look at these symbols. That's a Jade, that's a Dave, that's a John, and that's a is that's a Rose. Okay. You mean with the quest you're sending him on? Yes. Is there anything you do that's not sending dudes on quests? Nothing whatsoever. So he's not. So he's got to get the cancer out of Skya, right? Yes, the tumor. Yeah. So that's the tumor. That's yeah. So what's the tumor do? I mean the tumor. Jesus, can we stop with the fancy colored text bullshit? I guess so. I thought it was more fun that way. Well, okay, you can keep doing it then. Thanks. Is the black tumor is quite a large growth at the center of the battlefield. Um, anyways, we won't. He won't be able to remove it without fully realizing his abilities. Okay, cool. What is it? Can you promise you won't tell him? It would probably make him more nervous than he needs to be if he knew. Okay, I won't say anything. Just tell me. It's a bomb. Oh. Okay, now we're getting. Look at her being a witch. She's a witch. Hang on. The HTML or formatting, how they're doing the color. Okay, so in that particular case, it just didn't work. So it just kind of came out weird for her. Okay, it is set to detonate precisely when the reckoning begins. The reckoning? This is how long we have to put this plan into motion. I suppose there's already been a couple of apocalypses so far, so I'm not surprised another one is happening. This is how long we have to put this plan into motion. What the hell is a bomb doing in there? It could be a feature of any session not meant to bear fruit, a means to wipe out a null session rather than leaving it lingering in paradox space for eternity. Or it could be a mutation specific to our session. I really don't know. First time for everything, I guess. Seriously, where'd you get all this info? Did you get it from get it all from the gods? Are these just a bunch of orders you're following? Not exactly. They've urged me in certain directions and guided my exploration. Are the gods that they're referring to supposed to be the male mistress and uh the wandering the wayward vagabond? Is that the gods that they're because they're sort of like typing stuff to them, and that's like kind of godlike. Uh, a means to wipe out a null session, specific mission. I really don't know. Not exactly. They've urged me in certain directions and guided my exploration. I've obtained some answers from them, but ultimately this idea is mine. Plus, I have other sources. One in particular has been quite illuminating. What? I've been referring to him as an informant when people ask, which isn't often. What what you mean a troll? No. It's a man who exists in another universe. He wants to die. Is that I'm assuming that's the person that Vriska wants to kill? Sounds like a really credible dude. Sounds like a really credible dude. Sign me up for trusting everything he says. I'm gonna have to remember that, and because I told my friend, I've been telling my friend some of the funnier moments from Homestuck, in hopes that I could get him to read Homestuck, and then we can like compare impressions of the story to each other. But yeah, the he would find this part funny. Um, Only as credible as the omniscient tend to be. Oh, so he knows everything. Yeah, I think that's what omniscient means. But maybe I'll ask him about that since he's the omniscient one. Even if he is omniscient, which he probably isn't, what if he's just lying? He says he doesn't lie. For some reason, I believe him about that. He's a convincing fellow. Why does he want to die? Why does he want to die? Why me no talk good? Um, he no longer has a purpose now, now that he's done everything required to summon his master. Hmm, maybe the master is the one that Vriska wants to kill. As a Thirst Guardian, he's completely indestructible. Well, almost completely. Or is his master supposed to be what uh, Beck has become? Wait, what? His power is derived from the. Wait, hang on. Well, almost complete. Wait, what? His power is derived from the same source as Earth's Guardian, and conveniently that of our nemesis as well. Okay, I get it now. Do you? How does Dave get it and I don't get it? What's go? What the fuck? When John delivers the tumor, and I do mean the tumor, I actually did it right that time. And I alone will navigate the furthest ring, and I will destroy the sun. By which I do mean the green motherfucking sun. And in case it wasn't clear, I won't be coming back. Oh man, that's heavy. Oh my god. We got this. It's heavy because she's a 13-year-old and she's saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die for the greater good." Let me just read this. Wants to kill. I mean, she plans to kill Jack Noir, but oh, the same friend who says he likes reading. Yes, yes. He yeah, he is. Yeah, he's just like he is the reader. He's the reader. He is like that book reader. I'm jealous of how much he's able to read. I'm jealous of his capacity to read. But yeah, like for me, Homestuck is a bit of a challenge to read, but like it's good. It's good to keep reading it. But like when I explain Homestuck to him, like when I sort of explain the nature of reading it to him, it puts him off a bit. But he does like some of the he does has said that he likes some of it, but like I think what puts him off of it is like the density of it and not being able to. I think maybe what puts him off of it is because like if I because like I sort of complain about the fact that I don't understand what's going on in Homestuck at times. Like it's hard for me to like remember lots of stuff, all the stuff that's happening in Homestuck and making sense of it. And for him, I think that like is what's putting him off from reading it. But I don't know, I think he should like get into it. He should do it. Because maybe he'll have a better time with it. Whoa, fuck, a suicide mission? Are you serious? No bullshit, that's not happening. Hey, look, suddenly everything we just talked about was useless because it's time to make a plan that doesn't fucking suck. Let's not be so dramatic. I was talking about my dream self. She's the one who won't be returning. Oh, haha. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. But you guys were like dancing in the dream world together. Remember that? That was like so that and you're like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." Like, no, that was like a memory and it matters. It matters, damn it. Now, where was I? Okay. Fine, I guess. Those fuckers are all kinds of mad expendable. Way to leave me hanging there. For someone who's saying, let's cool it on the drama, the whole I won't be coming back thing is a pretty theatrical bombshell. For future reference. For future reference. That's true. Your outburst was pretty sweet, though. Yeah, I know. So, do I do my thing? So, when do I do my thing? Make this map, which I guess is just like a solid black piece of paper. This is going to be fucking stupid, isn't it? Yeah, probably. If there's one thing you have more than any of us, it's time. That's true. So, whenever you like, as long as conventionally speaking, it's quite soon. Alright, so dog it. Hang on. Alright, so dog it as long as possible, then travel back to about now and go to sleep. Sure. And if you have trouble going to sleep, maybe you can ask your patron troll to trick the telepathic one into putting you to sleep again. What? Each of us seem to have a troll infatuated with helping us. Haven't you noticed? No. What about the psychopath who's currently helping you? Oh, yeah, Terezi. No, she's cool. Isn't that camaraderie blossoming into some sort of interspecies whatever? It's blossoming into an interspecies partnership. It's wait. It's blossoming into an interspecies partnership in incredibly shitty cartooning. Oh, that's right. They bonded over shitty comics creation. What do you mean get her to trick someone into putting me asleep again? When did that happen? Just now. Who did that? That would be John's patron troll. God, fucking trolls. Too many of them. You can even keep track of this. Too many of them. Who can keep track of this shit? Which one's yours? Is it the absurd juggalo one? That would be hilarious. There's a juggalo one? Yeah, see what I mean? Uh, she's she's contacting me now, actually. Oh, okay. Well, I'm suddenly not interested, so go talk to your fairy god troll. I'll be over here paving the way for your elaborate dream suicide when I feel like getting around to it. I mean, thanks, later. That was really good. Rose, answer fairy god troll. That's really oh, okay. Let me just read the chat. I think the length was compared to Ulysses. Okay, Ulysses. That's a Greek story that is long. And I don't know if I would want to read it. I just remembered I remember, like, I know it was this year I was really getting into the Epic of Gilgamesh. And then as soon as the character, what's his name? Gilgamesh and what's his friend's called? Begins with an E. Enkidu. As soon as Enkidu died, I was like, I immediately lost all interest after that. But I should go back and finish it because it's not a long story. Unlike Homestuck. And it's not that hard to read either. It's pretty reasonable. Since the gap between your present moment and the implementation of your mystifying self destruction continues to narrow, this will be the last conversation in which I attempt to talk to you out of it nicely. I explained this. The intent isn't true self sacrifice. First of all, you're underestimating the gravity of a dream death. Oh, yeah, because there are only like actual. Because that's. I just remembered. Wait. Wait, no, she's not. No, she. So I think Rose had an encounter in her dream with Feferi. That's what I recall. No, Feferi encountered Jade in the dream. That's right. Okay. First of all, you're underestimating the gravity of a dream death. it's a pretty serious thing, okay? It is pretty serious because I remember that it made John cry and it was such a moment. That moment has still stuck with me actually. So Rose, I guess, wasn't there, so she doesn't understand like how serious it actually is. And dream cells are important to a person in ways that aren't always obvious. I think you're being frivolous, but that's not really the sentiment reinforcing the exoskeleton of my argument. Soon you'll be blacked out of Trollian's viewpoints. Uh, Soon you'll be blacked out of Trollian's viewport, and I will have no explanation for this, and neither do you, so I'll just assume the worst, and you should too. Are you sure it's not because I'm sleeping? I've seen you sleep before. You are just asleep. On screen, peaceful and harmless, and posing no threat to anyone. Unless, I guess you are up to mischief in your dream, which I cannot rule out. Actually, that's probably what you do in your sleep. What was I thinking? Shh, what? Blah, blah, blah. Right, sorry, I'm saying this is a special case. It is foreboding and disconcerting, and you are being reckless. You're right, I can't explain why I go dark on your monitor, but I'm confident in my plan. I have it under control. Your hubris is really astonishing. Easily twice the mass of a universe, I think. That it hasn't collapsed upon itself into a tiny lavender singularity is the most striking Marvel paradox space has coughed up yet. Maybe it did. Maybe that's what went wrong. We figured it out. No, please stop. Humor won't deflect my really big and important tirade, okay? You are investing too much confidence in evil gods who oppose Gaia and your true purpose, and I can't abide that. And as difficult as it is for me to confess, I think your plan is very dangerous. And so are you. Oh? Yes, and I'm afraid I am going to have to devote all my efforts to stopping you. I'm sorry to hear that, Kanaya. What did you have in mind for this new and exciting adversarial phase of our relationship? I'm so glad you asked. You see, I have been training a powerful wizard. Oh no, not a wizard. The bane of Rose's existence. Let me just read this. Yep, which Fifth says we shouldn't be scared of. To add on to clip chip. Okay, yeah. Easily twice the mass of a universe, referencing already so soon after the Green Sun talk. That is funny. Oh yeah, a powerful wizard. Yes, the powerful wizard. Where's this going? Okay, so they're walking through here. Cool. Yes, yes, your shout pole. Your shout pole? That's an interesting way of saying your throat. Yes, your shout pole is like a tower broadcasting your fear across the ring, and you are right to be afraid. I have commissioned none other than the legendary Prince of Hope. Oh, this is the fucking wizard, okay. The kickable Harry Potter fish. I have commissioned none other than the legendary Prince of Hope, and I am teaching him the ways of white sorcery. I have observed your methods, and you will come to the most unwelcome realization that all of your guile and cunning has finally backfired. This noble magician of pure light will serve as the counterpoint to your arcane debauchery. He will hunt you down, and goodness and hope will prevail. Okay? Is it too late to throw myself at your mercy? Yes, it's much too late for that. Okay, where's this going? I see. Then clearly I will have to prepare for this soul-sundering duel whilst making my own funeral arrangements. Oh yes, I do believe securing a corpse box would be prudent. Fitted to dimensions suited to your myriad of unassembled, leaky body parts in aggregate. Yes, prepare the funeral box. Prepare your corpse box. I'm gonna remember that. What will herald the arrival of this swift and righteous thaumaturge? Will I be blinded by the fearsome lashes of light ribboning from the incandescent coastline of this Butus aura? Should I borrow my friend's sunglasses? Yes, definitely. Definitely do that. Wait, I hope that wasn't too emphatic. Maybe at this point I should clarify this is all a big joke. Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah, I was getting that. You don't always have to tip your hand, Kanaya. You were doing well. I was. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. I think what I find most challenging about human insincerity based humor is the degree of commitment to the fantasy, which is apparently requisite. Yeah, it's I guess like you're committing to the bit, you know. We take it very seriously. I mean to say the gesture of hostility in this case was the joke. I did in fact train this character. I made him a wand to shut him up. Wait, you did really? He wanted to stop harassing me for your secrets. That's incredible. Well done. I'm just remembering like a joke from the TV show The Orville where a robot doesn't there's this character that's a he's a sentient robot, but he doesn't understand what a joke is, or well, specifically he doesn't understand pranks, and he's observing like two human crewmates doing pranks on each other, and it's pretty light, and it's like pretty tame. And he says, I'm trying to understand, like, he's talking to them about it. He's like trying to understand, like, the prank situation, like, well, like, why do that, how do you construct that? And they invite him to um they encourage him to participate in a prank, and he goes, okay. So he does it, and but if he cuts a guy's leg off, he doesn't do it while they're awake. He like does it in their sleep, and it's painless. The guy just gets out of bed and realizes his leg's been cut off, and he's like, you cut my fucking leg off. And then the guy goes, I did, ha ha. And so yeah, that's what this conversation reminded me of. Don't worry, it wasn't permanent. They have leg growing technology in the story, so it wasn't as big a deal, but it was still pretty extreme. Um, Let me just read the chat real quick. Uh, just like Kanaya and Tavros. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, because wait, was it Kanaya that made Tavros uh did she cause him to get, is she the reason he's in a wheelchair? I forgot about that. For some reason I thought Vriska would have done that. But no, Vriska killed somebody. That's right. She killed the one that has become a robot. Yes, please watch The Orville. It's a really funny show. I hope season 4 comes out at some point because it really is like Seth MacFarlane's done a lot of stuff. The Orville is the only show that I think is truly good that he's made. It's actually clever. It doesn't piss me off. It's probably better than most Star Trek shows, probably. It's very clever with what it does. It's probably my favorite TV show at the moment. Now, where was I? Damn, okay. Where was I? Wait, you did? Really? He wouldn't stop harassing me for your secrets. That's incredible. Well done. He's the one with the royalty complex and speaks with all the extra V's and yeah and W's. Oh, I knew exactly who you were talking about from the start. Oh, I knew exactly who you were talking about from the start. Okay, I must say this little project pleases me. Do keep me apprised of all further developments. Okay, I will. At least until my looming grim dark death steals me away. Yeah, that is still something that I don't really want to joke about. I hope that came across as a sincere statement. Then what was okay, Jade, answer fairy god troll. Is it for some reason I thought her fairy god troll was gonna be the for fairy, but I guess not. Adios Tori Abel. Who let me just look up who that is again. Okay, adios. Come on, come on. Google Images. Tori Ador. Oh yeah, Tavros. Never mind. Hey Jade. Oh hi, I remember you. You talk to me a lot in my dreams. Yeah, but I'm talking to you being awake because your robot can't type because it had an explosion. Yup, that's because my dream self died pretty catastrophically. How did I say that badly? How did I say it that badly? Catastrophically. Catastroph catastrophically. Catastrophic. Never mind. Oh no, I'm definitely pretty sorry to hear that. Thanks, but I think I'm okay. I feel pretty shaken. I felt pretty shaken up at first, though. Yes, I did too. I spent so long sleeping and dreaming and playing on Prospect. That's being that being awake was made to feel weird, and I didn't like it for a while. Yeah, I have done a lot of sleeping myself. Oh yes, I know, but I saw you were awake a lot too after a certain moment. I spent just about every waking hour being asleep. Wow, why did you sleep so much? It was just a better way to be, more peaceful and fun, and I guess there was something that happened that was incredibly terrible and sad and made me feel terrible and sad and sleepy, so I slept a lot. Oh no, what happened? What happened that was so terrible? I prefer that the thing I want to talk about to you not turn into that topic, okay? Okay, sorry for prying. What did you want to talk about? I wanted to ask you permission. I would have asked permission the first time, but at the time you were not able to give it or talk or anything. Permission for what? To commune with your Lucis. You with Beck? What do you mean by commune? And what do you mean the first time? You did it before? Yeah, it means to talk to him and suggest he do something which is good for him and also for people he likes. Oh, like a psychic power? Yes, pretty sweet. When did you do it before? Oh, very recently, personally speaking. Let me just read the chat real quick. Hmm. Wait, Kanaya cut Tavros's legs off? Vriska caused the injury. Kanaya cut his legs off. Equius made and attached the legs. Okay. Okay. That's all coming back to me. Uh Fef hasn't been guiding her at all. Tavros. It's been a while since we've seen Tavros. I actually was thinking the other day, I miss Tavros. Bring him back. Emphasis on Stro. pronounced as straw, catastrophically. 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 I feel like I'm making it worse. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm just moving. I'm just reading the Twitch chat. Oh, it's all good. Don't worry, Clip Chimp. It's all good. Now let's continue. But for you, it was a very long time ago. Okay, so okay, I forgot that this is what the trolls do. So he recently talked to Beck, but from Jade's perspective, him talking to Beck would have happened a really long time ago. Okay. So she's got her guns. And it was a really good example, I think, of exactly why Wigglers should not be allowed to dual wield flintlock pistols. What? Where is this going? So I did the liberty of communing with your Lucis, which I hope wasn't out of line, but like I said, you were unavailable. By which I mean unavailably small. Okay. So she shut herself, and then Beck froze time or something. It was like, no, 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 not my favorite human. Okay, this is her grandpa, and who the heck was that? So then I communed him to use his amazing powers to intervene. Okay, so Tavros got Beck to save Jade. Okay. And reroute the projectile away from the path that would have harmed you. And also, as a powerful bonus and coincidence, it happened there was a felon on your property. A felon? Where's this going? Did the grandpa get oh, this is how the grandpa died. Wait, what? But he was a felon? What's going on? What the heck is happening? I'm so confused. I know that Beck's omniscient, but it was, I think, surely an aging rogue who was very much keen on intruding between your really nice looking family. And as fortune would have it, the small missile was redirected into the senior interloper's chest and he died. So that's how he died. Look at that evil fucking face. Oh my god, that wasn't a senior interloper. I'm pretty sure you're talking about my grandpa. Oh. And if I'm interpreting correctly, you're saying you used Beck to make me shoot him? Oh, that's so awful. What's a grandpa? Oh boy. Okay, it is basically an old man who serves the same role as I guess Elusis does on your planet. He was like my dad. He took care of me. Whoa, that is a really weird cultural thing, I guess. Sorry then about my cultural ignorance. This is really that's a oh my god. Well, I'm not blaming you or anything. I would. Jade's too nice not to blame him. It's just like your grandpa died, man. Well, I'm not blaming you or anything. It sounds like you were just trying to help, and you did save my life. Yeah, that's true, but I mean, geez, talk about a misunderstanding. Well, now I mean, she would have died. It's a yeah, okay. Yeah, it's very lots of conflicting feelings there. Well, now I feel very stupid. Just stupid? That's an underestimate. But I don't think I will give into bad self-esteem this time about this. Yes. Okay. It's important to stay confident about stuff, don't you agree? Sure. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to bond and become closer in an emotional way. Is it is? Oh, yes. See, the funny thing is, I also killed my Lucis by accident. I mean, my Lucis, that was a little fairy bull, not an old man with a huge gun. Oh no, how did that happen? I murdered him inappropriately with a four-wheel device. So he ran over his dad. What kind of device? Like the kind, basically for cripples to sit in and roll around. Okay, so he ran over him with his. Wait, did I see that happen? Did I read that? Oh, you mean a wheelchair? I guess that's a way to call it. How did that happen? Well, it was sitting in it, being crippled like usual, okay. And he got under the wheel in his nap. I'm so sorry. Also, I didn't realize you were paralyzed. Now that I'm saying sorry for that, that would be rude, I think. I am just saying sorry for your loss. Oh, it's okay. On both things, he came back to life for a while and could talk, and that was fun. And also, I'm not paralyzed anymore. Oh? No, I have robot legs and I feel great and I can walk. Wow, nice. Oh, yes, it is truly nice. I am a new and different guy, mostly. Being not physically handicapped is most certainly the key to having high health self esteem. No, it's not. That I don't know if I agree with that. Oh, absolutely. Take it from me as what fact is true, and now I feel emboldened to do bold things that heroes should do, like save the life of a pretty girl and kill the fiendish old man who, whoops, wasn't fiendish, and I loved him. Sorry. I feel like Tavros is getting on my nerves now, but I'm glad he's back. Well, that's good, I guess. I just wish maybe you told me what happened when I was younger. I spent years wondering about it. When I was really young, I was sure the doll sitting across from him did it. Oh, that was a doll. And for a long time, I was terrified of the evil blue girl. Oh, yeah, I remember that. She sort of haunted my childhood, and I had trouble sleeping for a long time. But of course, I got older and realized that was silly, but then I just speculated that maybe it was suicide, which was just a really sad thing to think about. Well, yeah, I totally blew that then. Yeah, yeah. I guess I could still tell you about it in your past, but even if you do, I don't remember you doing so. Oh, then I guess I won't. Okay. But yeah, irregardless, this irregardless, this is likely to be exactly the kind of thing not to stand in the way about good feelings about myself. I'm just I just had to take a moment to roll my eyes. I mean, I saw that your Lucis saved you anyway in advance. Okay. And I just wanted to make it possible so that I was the one involved with being the hero there to save you. Like, to put myself in your story in a brave capacity, because that's what feeling good and positive about yourself is all about. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This, ah, man, I think, I think he might be the worst character now. I think Tavros has officially become the worst character. He might be worse than Carcat. Carcat is at least like Carcat's a lot, but oh my god. Oh, oh, my lord. What an ass. Let me just read the chat quick. The Blue Beauties. Yeah, oh yeah, getting involved, that's what Vriska did. So yeah, he's not, yeah, in, like, yeah, I guess he does have that parallel with Vriska now. Like he got involved, did something bad, and screwed everybody over, and he's like, oh, but I'm like, at least I'm confident in myself. Oh, wow. You sound really confused to me. Absolutely, I am confused like a fox. The kind that has high self esteem. Oh, he's really stuck on that. You're incredibly silly. I can't really tell to what extent you're joking around here. I understand that, and jokes happen, yes, but feeling great about yourself is not a joking issue. It is heavy duty business and needs to be given all the seriousness that sad things get. I've learned I've learned that from my friends and also from Rufio. Rufio? Yes, he's a fake. No, he's not. How dare you say what's that word? What's the word? How dare you do blasphemy against the best Peter Pan movie? Slandering Dante Bosco. You bastard. Holy moly. Okay. He's a fake. What do you mean fake? A fake guy I made up imaginarily. He never stops being a thing that's not real. Oh, like an imaginary friend. Okay. I'm pretending that being fully honest about Rufio's fakeness. Sorry, I need to read that again. I'm pretending that being fully honest about Rufio's fakeness and being upfront about his general fraudulence, that it will only give me extra confidence. I'm pretending that as hard as I can in the most confident way, which makes it partially more true. That sure is a philosophy you have there. Yes, being confident is always about saying and doing the things you feel, even if the afraid part of you says, no, please don't do that. Like, here is a thing I'm afraid to say to you, Jade, but I'm too confident now to let my afraidness make me feel terrible. Oh, well, what is it? Remember I talked to you a lot when you were sleeping? Yes. And we talked about lots of things and we had some things in common and it was nice. I think I know where this might be going. Sure. He wants to be best friends with her, probably. Oh my god, red feelings. Let me look up the quadrant thing again. Okay. Let's see. Troll romance quadrants. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, red romance, black romance. Okay, yeah. So he's like okay. Okay, here we go. What is it? Let's see. We talked about lots of things, sure. And I think consequently the emotional result is probably that maybe I have some possible red feelings for you. This is so terrible because he's like because he said like I saved you but actually Bex saved you, but I got involved so that I would save you even though you would have already been saved, and by getting involved I killed your grandpa. Also, I have feelings for you. Fuck. Okay, totally just want to be BFFs. Red feelings? You mean, whoa, wait, really? Wow, that sure was a hard thing to say and made me incredibly nervous, but I said it because of my remarkable leg powered self confidence. Oh man, this feels like yeah, what's that character called? The what's it called? The Megamind, when the guy gets superpowers and he's got this crush on the girl, and it's like she was never going to see him that way ever, but he's like so sure that because he's got powers that means like he should get the girl, and it's just like this is how he talks. It's yeah, like it's always cringe to like yeah, have see people expressing their feelings in this way. Uh Especially because they're all kids, because like they're not gonna be, yeah, like it like that never goes anywhere. Like if you're a kid and you like you're someone your own age, like that's not gonna go anywhere. It's like, and if you try to make and if they try to make it go somewhere, it's just like, please don't do that. You're too young. And so because uh they don't know what anything means. They're all it's just really funny. Hard thing to say, leg powered self confidence, and now I think all that's left is definitely your reciprocation about that. Probably. Okay. Well, I don't think I can reciprocate. You go, Jade. Go, Jade. I mean, oh. I mean, you're nice, but I don't really know you. I don't even know your name. Oh gosh, how stupid can I be? I forgot to say I'm Tavros. Okay, Tavros. I don't know if you fully thought about this. You don't actually know me very well either. Oh, yes, I surely do, because we had a number of spirited conversations wherein you were very nice and pleased to speak with me. Did I misinterpret that? Yes. Was it not actually niceness? No. Well, no, I was being nice because I like to be nice to people when I can and when they are nice to me. But things are a little more complicated than that. You can't know someone just by a few conversations. I mean, I only talked to you when I was asleep. I am kind of different when I'm dreaming. I forget things, and at times I'm not totally sure what's real. Don't you remember that's what it's like to dream on Prospect? Kind of. Sorry, I feel bad about having to disappoint you, but I don't know what else to say. But what about my attractive bravado and ignoring my instinctual cowardice hard enough to say that I like you? Isn't that supposed to be very attractive and encourage the major having of flushed feelings in others? I guess what I mean is, what about all my confidence? What do you think about that? Jeez, Tavros, I am really flattered you like me and all, and that sure is confident of you to say so, and that's great, but I guess confidence is one thing, but there is such a thing as being too forward, I guess. The sad thing is I have met adults who are just like Tavros, and Tavros is 13, I think, or he's supposed to be 13. Oh, oh. Okay, we gotta get through this horrible conversation. I guess confidence is one thing, but there is such a thing as being too forward, I guess. Wow. Okay. I also think, and really this is just a polite, friendly advice, that if you're really confident, you don't always have to say it all the time. Uh, Hang on. If you're really confident, you don't always have to say it all the time. Yeah. It's. Oh man, I'm sorry to say, it just comes off as a little insecure and off putting and kind of defeats the purpose. And all things considered, I think we should just stay friends. or really continue building a friendship in the first place. Jade's like, I'm at the beginning of my rope, not the end of it, just the beginning. That's her whole mood is like, right, that's it. I am at the beginning of my rope. Continue building a friendship in the first place, since, like I said, we don't really know each other that well. Yeah, sorry. No, if I'm being realistic, I think that's what's reasonable to say to me. And I'll work on toning down my self respect a little. That's not the takeaway, Tavros. No, you should have self respect, just. Oh boy, this is frustrating. Can we talk about this later? I have some things to do. Why don't we get back to the original point? Why do you want to commune with Beck again? Oh, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that whole. That was the whole point of this conversation, and then we got into a whole like cringe thing. Yes, of course. I wanted to get approval from you. This is such an awkward. This is so awkward to read after that whole conversation. I wanted to get approval from you to commune with him again. Now that he's a sprite, to perpetrate one of my heroic ideas again. What is your idea this time? I will suggest to him that he attack your adversary as well as ours and maybe beat him to solve everybody's problems. Wow, I don't know about that, but I have great skill in commanding beasts to glory in battle, and yours is surely the strongest beast I've seen. But he's my best friend, and you have already managed to get one of my family members killed. Yep. But according to my self confidence, I think I'm pretty sure I can use use his power to be successful. Whoops. Pretend I didn't mention my self confidence or say anything off putting. But all of our adversaries, have inherited his powers. I would imagine the strongest guy would have all of his powers and then some. I'm really not comfortable with this. Oh, you said you are asking me permission first, and I appreciate that. But if you are asking, I'm afraid my answer is no. Okay, I respect that, but I wonder what? I wonder if a truly self confident guy with the best self esteem there is would even need to ask. My God. Maybe the best guy would just know he would be successful and would do it anyway because it is for your own good and everyone else's. No. Oh, this is such a curve. This guy is like, yeah, he's worse than Carcat now. He's like, oh my God. No way, that would be smug and arrogant and would make you a bully. Later, sorry, my screen just blacked out on me. Later, if my friends and I want to ask Beck for help and decide that's our best hope, then that's our business. Until then, just please stop meddling. Wow, okay, you're right about all that. I'll respect your wishes. Or will I? Winky face. No! Don't. I'm serious. Sorry, I lost my Jade voice then. I think my headache is coming back. I was just making a joke, sorry. I guess us becoming a friendship doesn't have to happen now. Doesn't have to happen? No, it's fine. I just really don't want you to do that, okay? Yeah, I have to go now. Bye. Then she goes to talk to Arachnagrip. Let me just, sorry, I just have to look up who that is again. Arachnid's grip. Oh, that's just Vriska. Okay. Ah, oh my god, I cannot believe how hilarious, pathetic that whole exchange was, even by your wretched standards. Uh, Tory dork. Oh god, I can't breathe. Yeah, that's how I feel the same way Vriska does pretty much. Hey, Vriska, that was supposed to be a private correspondence of a personal nature. How could you even be reading that? Tavros, sometimes your stupidity surprises even me. Next time you decide to open your heart to an alien girl, um, make sure her chat client isn't being holographically projected for all to see. Oh my god, that's so funny. That was awesome. That was the best. I'm so that made me happy. I'm gonna be quoting some of that to my friend later. Uh, Vriska influence. Yeah, okay, so she like okay, so she was I mean, you can just ask us to avoid any potential visual spoilers. Visual spoilers for what? Anyways, I should probably end the stream now. I've got to go get some lunch, play Baldur's Gate 3 with my friend, and yeah, this was fun. I shall continue this again next week, and I will, yeah, that's all there is to it. All right. Thanks for coming over, Jasmine. Thank you, Clipchimp, for supporting the Twitch stream as well. I appreciate that. And yeah, Twitch, bring back the Homestuck category. That I really like that. I mean, you googling names as your encounter. Oh right, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, I think I met all of the trolls? Just wondering, have I met all of the trolls? Meet all the trolls. Have I read like have all the trolls been introduced in the story that I've read? Is that anyways? These but anyways, I will because I'm pretty sure I don't know. I feel like I would have read all of them, but I could be wrong. Try to think what would be a visual spoiler. Okay, so I have met all the trolls, but I guess you're still worried about visual spoilers for something that I might see. Okay. I don't think I've ever been spoiled on anything. Like whenever I've apparently encountered a spoiler, I've just not noticed at all. But I don't know. I understand wanting to protect me from the story to come, but and I appreciate that. All right, time to go. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. Bye.